Definitely thank you for coming on. I'm sure you were horrified, just like everybody else, when we was hearing the news and seeing everything on television of the massacre in your city. I know you obviously know people there, and it's your home city. How is the city coping with such a tremendous tragedy?
And it's tough right now. I ain't gonna lie, it's tough right now. And, you know what I mean? Everybody on edge. Everybody's trying to stick together and be there for each other. But it's tough right now, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? That was something that we seen. It's crazy, but it's America. That's something that we seen a bunch of times. When they hit home, it's different though. It's different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's something where we see these tragedies time and time again, from the police brutality to the white supremacists, the tiki torches, shooting up churches, now in Buffalo. But it's something that we can never get desensitized to, man. It's something that we can never get desensitized, because it's a direct attack on us as Black people. It's a direct attack on us as Americans, if you ask me. Even other than being Black, man, these are terrorist attacks, and it's happening to us time and time again.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. A lot of things got to be addressed, you know what I mean, moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, because it seems like we be at this spot. We be at this spot right here where we at after something happened, trying to figure out our next move. But, things need to be figured out, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially gun laws and the way we protect ourselves as Americans, you know what I'm saying, as Black people. That got to change, you know what I'm saying? We got to, the police, they got enough artillery to keep up with the criminals, you know what I'm saying? So what about the regular people who's under attack too? You know what I'm saying? It's like something got to change.
I was watching one of the press conferences today, man, and it was a mother who was in her 80s, and that really shook me to my core, because I got my mother's 76. I got aunts in their 80s, and they go to the grocery store, and the woman, this one particular woman who got murdered, she was just going there to get some food for her husband, who can't even move out the house. She's been helping to keep her husband alive for the past 4 years, being his personal caretaker, and the man kills her, and the family's like, well, who's gonna take care of the father now, the husband, and who's gonna tell him that his wife is dead, just going to the store to get some food? It's so crazy.
We have the honor, the privilege of representing the family of a great lady, hero for this community, an angel for her family, and you bear witness to her legacy, what she did as a mother. She raised a remarkable family. You will hear from her children about her sacrifice, about her dedication, her commitment as a loving, faithful wife for 68 years to her husband, Garnell Whitfield Sr. This is so painful and emotional. This is so difficult.
Yeah, man, my dog lost his mom in that. You know what I mean? She was there.
Wow.
So it's like it's a heavy domino effect. It's a heavy domino effect, and it's a wake-up call. It's sad that it had to come in the form of this, but honestly, it's a wake-up call. And me looking around the country, looking around the world where other cities and places seeing tragedies like this, I only could think back to that and what they went through and think about how many more times it's gonna happen. before we put in a position where we can defend ourselves, or it's not happening at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, there's certain laws. I mean, that's brought upon us, like the Asian hate laws. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time that there's a law in place, something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely got to put the laws in place to, you know, protect Black people. It seems like we're getting targeted the most. And, you know, man, the guy who they apprehended that did all of the shooting, it's like still another guy. It's just curious to me how, you know, all of these terrorists are getting apprehended and people are getting killed, and, you know, come to find out it's the Black people not even committing a crime. You know, it's innocent Black people that's
loitering. They tracking you by your collar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, they're breaking your bones for loitering. You know what I'm saying? And a person like this who killed people, and they know that when they arrive on the scene, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how. I mean, when guys are unarmed, you know what I mean? You know, this it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I just know that our hearts in his city is heavy right now, and I'm on tour. And I mean, if I could, I'd be right back there. But you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, is, you know, when we think about, especially the hip hop community, when we think about Buffalo, we think about you, we think about Griselda, and being leaders. You know what I'm saying? And what's some of the things that you do as a leader who actually can't be there on the ground and in the trenches with the people physically? We know you there in spirit, we know you there in heart and mind, but, you know, physically, you can't be there right now. How do you lead from away, from a distance?
Basically, man, we got team members that's there that's letting us know step by step what's going on and how we can help specifically, even if it's not through an organization, even though we tied in with some organizations, even if it's not through there. We doing things individually. Like I said, it's a small knit community. Like, we know people personally who was, you know what I mean, involved in that. So even if we just reaching out, seeing what we could do, and, you know what I mean, I'm definitely donating money from these shows that I'm on the run for right now. When I get back, you know what I mean, I'm gonna have a bag at least. You know what I'm saying, just to help out with everything, and definitely want to bring awareness to it, and by doing a merch piece and donating all of the money. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, different things that I'm working on right now. You know what I'm saying, that's gonna happen like sooner than I mean later. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys obviously do a lot for the community anyway, but man, you know, this is a situation where I know you guys are self-sufficient and you do a lot of things on your own, but man, you could definitely call on some of the other members of the hip hop community too, man. Like, this is you know, like I said, this is a Black thing. This is an American thing. This is, you know, this guy, like, he came from abroad. It's terrorism, you know, right here on domestic soil. And, you know, I'm sure you give the marching orders to the hip hop community, you're going to get people coming in to help, the Jay-Z's, the Diddy's, everybody going to come to help, because this is a massacre, and it could never happen again.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And, you know, people reached out to me too. So shout out everybody that reached out to me and checked on me and asked me, did I need anything? And if I plan on doing something, they got my back and they want in. So yeah, people are supportive.
How did you hear about this, man? Like, this is something that, you know, you're on tour, you're away. I know when you heard about it, you're thinking about your friends and family, and, you know, the worst was confirmed that a friend of yours had a family member in it. But how did you hear about this?
Yo, it's so crazy because I was there. I was in the town when it happened. I was in Buffalo. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not there that often, but I was in Buffalo when it happened. And early that day, somebody said, you know, somebody got shot at the grocery store up there at Tops. You know, it's sad, but when you hear that, you hear it. But, you know, stuff like that happen every day. But I heard it again. I mean, I'm moving around the city, and I heard it again. Then I heard it like 4 times, and I'm like, hold up. And then you just seeing that it was like a real situation going on, and it was world news, and you know what I mean? And it was a mass shooter, like it was a terrorist attack, basically, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, you know what I mean? And that's a grocery store that everybody goes to. It's on the east side. And that's a black neighborhood. Man, my mom's shopping there. I done been there. You know what I mean? I live 5 minutes away from there. I got a spot back home. That's 5 minutes away from that. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely hits home, man. Your friend that lost his family member, how can you even comfort that, man? It's like
it's hard. I don't know how. You know what I mean? I don't know how. All I could do is like let them know that, you know, we there for him, and let them know that, you know, we got his back. And let them know that, you know what I mean, moving forward, you know what I mean? Just, I mean, whatever we could do, it's really nothing, you know what I mean? It's always gonna get an empty space when I lost family members. And it's nothing nobody ever could do but make the healing process as smooth as it could be.
Yeah. And, you know, once again, man, I know it's tough for you, but definitely thank you for coming on. You know, a lot of people watching this, just to hear your words and just to hear you encouraging them to keep moving, you know, they're going. Because, you know, after this, especially the family members, they just want to give up, man. So, you know, it's great that we encourage everybody. We send our love and, you know, we send our prayers to everybody. And, you know, we got to keep moving forward. And, you know, this is one that has to bring us back together as a Black community, man.
Exactly. And I've seen Chance the Rapper say something. We need to speak privately about this and move forward. And you know what I mean, and have things in place and situations in place where we're protecting ourselves and where we, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just preventive. But you're right, as Black people, this is definitely another way to call in front of our face. You know what I'm saying? And your action has to be taken. That's just for how I feel.
Yeah. Last thing I want to ask you, man. We talked a little bit earlier. You said that there definitely needs to be some reform, some changes. What is there anything specific that you would like to see reformed as far as the gun laws or anything specific that?
Definitely the gun laws. You know what I'm saying? I heard Nancy Pelosi say something about it earlier. Like we're waiting on something right now. It's in the Supreme Court, and that's going to allow New York residents to keep a concealed weapon, or they can have a concealed weapon on them. And that everybody know the gun laws in New York is tough. You feel what I'm saying? People got businesses, they're not able to protect them, or got to go through great lifts just to protect their businesses. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean? That's bullshit. So it's like, you know, definitely the gun laws, and with that comes training, and that comes where we can identify sources like that as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, whatever we got to do, that's not going to cost 10, 20, 30, 100 more lives. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to do as people, we got to, you know what I mean? We got to do it this time. We got to be the generation, you know what I'm
saying? We got to, man. And, you know, not to be a preacher or anything during this, but, you know, I definitely want to just talk directly to the young brothers and young sisters out there, man. Like, it's interesting. I've been seeing on the news a lot lately, so many killings in New York City, man. I'm in New York City. There's so many killings going on in the city, so many killings going on in Atlanta right now, where it is us killing each other. And as you can see, it is a war on Black people. So we need to get that energy and just come together, because there are a lot of forces out there that just want to take us out specifically, and we cannot assist in that.
Exactly. I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way.
Yeah. Yes, man. So, you know, this is not just an interview and a speech and it's over. This is going to be something that's going to be a long healing process for everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Boots on the ground.
Yeah, boots on the ground. We got to help these people. Benny, we looking at you as one of the leaders. You know, you give the marching order, the whole hip hop community is going to galvanize with you, my brother. This is not just a Buffalo thing. This is a Black thing that happened in Buffalo, but we got to help our brothers and sisters out there. And, you know, we got to unify and organize, man.
Beautiful. For real.
Thank you, my brother. You be safe out there. Appreciate
Thank you, man, for checking on us upstate folks, man. Why this tragedy going on? We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support. support from around the country and everything. Thank y'all.
Always, man. And you got my little brother Stove God out there with y'all, man. Y'all doing some great things. I love to see y'all rocking.
Man, appreciate that, man. We going crazy every night on the show.
Yes, man. Much needed for hip hop, man. I always say y'all making music. I feel like y'all making it just for me, but it's a lot of me's out there that love y'all, man. So we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, big bro. All love.
All right. Love, bro.